Bro, you can hear this shit? Yeah.
Y'all drunk. Y'all drunk. Y'all drunk. Y'all drunk. For real. Y'all drunk for real.
Bro, these mics bumping, bro.
They bumping?
Oh, yeah.
What you mean?
Bro, when I tell you we can hear everything, bro. Everything.
Yo. Yo. On that note, welcome to the show, everybody. Okay.
Yo, what it do?
Swervo Dab over here.
Nico J.
We got a special guest in the building.
Yeah, man.
My guy John.
Yeah.
My brother.
Young boy.
My brother.
Showtime Swaggy.
My boy.
AKA J Blood.
Yes, sir.
You can call me what you want to call me.
Call him what y'all want. All right, ladies, don't be tripping though. All right, I understand. Don't be tripping, okay? Y'all gonna see this. Don't be tripping. All right, you know.
Real talk.
But man, what's up, man? How y'all been?
We good. We in the building.
I mean,
Just chilling.
feeling good, living better.
Yeah, I know that's right. This virus, I don't got it, so I'm straight too, right?
Right, I ain't stressing on that.
Bro, the run. That John Drawling, bro.
What you mean?
Bro, because it's just so much going on. Like, it's canceling a lot of big events, postponing a lot of stuff. You know, I kind of feel for the senior class this year in high school and also in college because they're missing out on their sports. Like, I know a lot of teams that didn't get to go to, like, finish states.
Facts.
Track season's canceled. It's a lot of seniors in college that worked hard to go to the NCAA championships for indoor and they didn't get a chance to go because of the coronavirus. It's just a lot to take in. And I really feel for a lot of the old heads because like this is like their last year to do certain stuff, especially for track and field. Because I'm a track and field person myself, and I know I would be upset if I didn't get to go to the championship, especially if I didn't go my freshman, sophomore, junior year, and it's my senior year. So that's like big. And
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Cause me and Nico was talking about this the other day, bro. It's like I don't know. It's like
it's just like weird. Like
it is
nobody
weird.
ever been through this before.
That's the thing. Like even with the flu and all that,
Right.
nobody like.
It was never.
I don't think anything was canceled. Right?
No, the flu was never this big.
Never this.
That's what I mean. And it's
even like the flu, like you can get a vaccine for the flu, bro. Like there's ways to like get over that. This joint,
Possibly the swine. I know the swine flu was big, but it wasn't as big as this.
Yeah.
They wasn't going all crazy like
Right.
the swine flu, like they're going crazy with the coronavirus.
But that's the thing, and I was thinking about this the other day when we was after we done the other one.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I would rather be a college senior than a high school senior.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
they probably have another chance to come back
Right.
and do it again. And plus, it's college.
Yeah.
High school. Different.
High school, I want to leave.
It's big different, bro.
I guess in that sense, like I don't want to come back to high school.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Nobody do.
High school is horrible.
Right.
man.
That's not something that somebody want to go through a second time.
That's what I mean. And like you a senior, bro.
Well, but I wouldn't know because
That's what I mean. Like,
Right.
listen, for me, high school freshman through junior year was horrible. Senior year, it was litty.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
See people missing out.
No,
on that
he
good
right.
time.
Bro, sports for me, my senior year, I went off senior year, bro. It was I was live senior year.
Glow up.
Track and field, basketball, like we was going off. Like my class 2017, that year we was just on the ball. It was crazy.
class of 2018 right here. I don't know what he talking about. 17, 18 the best.
Bro,
Yes,
stop,
sir.
bro.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about all that now, bro.
Class of 2020. Fuck, bro.
They're definitely fucked.
Fuck, bro.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace, class of 2020.
Bro,
I feel
that's
bad
wild,
for y'all
bro.
though. I'm gonna keep it real with
They
you.
about to graduate on Google Classroom.
Facts.
They about to make a sim simulator. Graduate on there.
They about to have to create an avatar and shit.
Exactly. Come on now, class. Everybody choose a character.
Yo, that's weird, bro. That's funny, bro. Like I can't imagine graduating online, bro.
Bro,
In
I
fucking
mean,
pajamas, bro.
Yo, I was on Twitter earlier, and I was watching this video, and like the students, they was in class, online. Like, it was like a little FaceTime, like a little live chat
That's
thing.
how it be.
And bro, the teacher was like, he was going off. And one of the students like removed him from the chat.
Oh, I saw that today, bro.
Removing the whole chat.
Yeah, bro, they kicked him off the
no,
line.
Bro, I saw that today,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Bro, I was crying, bro. I mean, yeah, it's disrespectful, but like, bro, it's funny at the same time. Like, how you gonna
Yo,
remove me
see,
from the chat, bro?
I saw that today, bro. I can't make that up. I was laughing, bro.
How you kick out the teacher from class?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yo, Twitter be wildin', man.
Twitter undefeated.
Of course, bro. Twitter's like
No doubt, go to
the
Twitter.
best. I feel like Twitter's the best social app.
So-
Oh yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
top
No,
two.
no doubt.
Twitter is top 2 and not number 2.
But I felt like I don't know if y'all saw, but one of the updates they was like they gonna put stories on Twitter now.
On
Bro,
Twitter?
I feel like once they do that, it's a wrap for Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a reference.
Oh yeah, bro. It's a wrap for Instagram.
And you got TikTok going around.
Yo, no, TikTok is live, bro.
TikTok going
I
around.
ain't-
TikTok taking down.
And at first I was like, I'm not watching.
I
it,
felt
man.
the same
TikTok.
way, bro.
And then I just be seeing all the content people be posting and creating. I'm like, yo, TikTok is actually funny. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it crazy
Nice,
how we
yeah.
had the same feelings about Vine when Vine
yo,
came
that
out,
yo,
bro? Ain't
when Vine
nobody
first
was
came
on
out,
Vine, bro,
bro.
until King Batch was on there doing this thing. Everybody saw his joint. We was like, yo,
cause it was 7 seconds. You just like 7
right?
seconds for
Like,
a
what
video.
we gonna
man.
do in 7 seconds?
That's type cool.
That's the thing, man. You gotta be more creative with that too.
That's
like,
the thing, though.
You gotta grab people's attention. Like,
It take a lot to do
Yeah,
in
definitely.
7 seconds and grab someone's attention, bro.
But then when we started seeing that creativity people was doing,
look, here we go, right here.
it
Look.
was like,
Look,
yeah, you already look heated.
Bro, the old head look mad.
look how
bro.
they just kicked him out though, bro.
Bro, they all started laughing after they kicked him out, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, they just kicked him out the chat, bro. That's crazy.
Yo,
Bro.
his name was Mark.
Yo, these young boys be wildin' nowadays.
Mark left the chat.
Mark left the chat, bro.
Well, y'all seen another thing where like teachers is telling the kids that they can't eat in the online class. Like, if I'm at home, you're not gonna be able to tell me what I'm
She
allowed to
talking
do
about,
inside
I
my
got
own
a
house.
5-star meal right in front of
I'm like,
me.
I don't entertain that right
You
there.
mean
I'm gonna
like
keep it real.
if now we was in class,
That's
we in the
different.
school building, that's different. But I'm home. You can't sit here and tell me I'm not allowed to eat inside
Like,
my own home.
Like, I'm
I wouldn't
about to
pay
fuck up
attention to
these
that.
fuck-
See, that's the
these,
type of get the teacher
this
kicked
French
out.
toast.
Yeah, see that's what happened when you remove the teacher after that.
So,
That's what I mean. That right there, that's what you
you gonna
get the
stop me
teacher
from
kicked
eating
out
my
for.
bacon.
Exactly.
My bacon and eggs. What you talking about?
And these
Class
teachers,
can wait.
they be live in the morning. They be lit as hell, ready
Right,
to go for
energetic.
class. Like, bro, it's like 8 o'clock. What you mean, bro?
Right.
On a Sunday, bro.
Talking about sunrise and shine.
Bro, go back to bed, bro. Ain't no class on Sunday, bro. What you talking about?
Yo, class on Sundays is whack.
If I had class on Sundays, I don't know what I'd do.
Bro,
I'm gonna be honest.
I couldn't do no
Not going
class on
class.
Sunday, bro. That's dead.
No offense to church people and all that, but like,
That's different though.
no, but
Church,
yeah, you
church
right.
is different, bro.
Yeah, church is different.
Church is mad different. You go to church, you have a good time. You praising the Lord. You go to class, you be ready to kill yourself.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it see depend on the class
that's what I mean.
and who I got in the class.
Bro, so-
Like if it's like people I don't talk to inside my class, then yeah, it's gonna be corny. Like I can't do that.
I remember I used to go to church. I used to be asleep.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I mean,
It
like-
depend on church too.
Yeah, like church gotta be live too. Like in the sense, like it gotta be like uppity.
No matter where you go, if the energy not up, it's going to be like a weird vibe, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's just that's what it is.
And me also, like I'm not an early bird, so I don't really like waking up early. Well, it depends, but I don't really like waking up early.
Facts.
See, yo, funny story on that with him, right? So, for everybody that don't know, right, I play baseball, basketball, and all that. You know, I'm a sports guy. This person right here to my right is not, okay? He, stay in the house, play video games, whatever. That ain't a bad thing.
Hello.
But yo, funny story about this guy, right? And I can't make this up. We like 6, 7, maybe 8.
I think it was like 8.
Maybe 8, right? And we used to play baseball every year. Just 2-3 years in a row. We play every weekend. One year, I'm all hyped. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go play with cuz. I get there, I'm like, where Nico at? Now, mind you, my mom already knew. She just didn't tell me. I was gonna find out either way. I'm like, where'd Nico at? She ain't tell me. I just played the game. I called her. I'm like, bro, where was you at? Oh, I had to get my sleep. Nigga.
I was at the crib catching them Z's, bro.
Nah, I feel that.
Nigga. I'm like, bro.
Bro.
That's how I know he wasn't a morning guy after that.
Y'all was waking up bright and early in cleats to go hit a ball with a bat, bro. I said no.
My man's couldn't do it. He said, nah, bro. It's
said
not that
no,
lifestyle, bro.
I couldn't. I got respect to everybody that plays sports. Y'all the real ones. And I
Yeah,
fuck with
bro.
sports too, but
Bro, waking up early is a drag, bro. I remember
it's just not it.
senior year, had to wake up at like 6 o'clock, bro, for pen relays, bro. That shit was the
But
weirdest.
pen relays was tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, bro, pen relays is live.
I heard everybody be at pen relays.
Bro, it was my first year there, senior year. Last year to do good, do big things, and
Yeah.
bro, it was an adventure, bro. Like, woke up at 6. You know, we met at the school, the boys and the girls track team. We like packed stuff, make sure we had our track uniforms, all of that. Like, we wasn't running till later in the day, but like we made sure to get there early for parking, and because a lot of other schools was coming to Penn Relays. Because you got to remember, Penn Relays is not only high school. You got college and you got pro teams there.
That's a big event.
Yeah, bro, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people there, bro. Like, I remember, like, the second day going there, and, like, Team Jamaica was running, bro. All you saw was Jamaican flags in the stadium, bro. Literally, like, the whole Penn Relay stadium, bro,
Yeah.
it was just nothing but Jamaican flags and Jamaican colors. And you could see, like, as, like, the 4x1 and the 4x2 and the 4x4 was going on, you could see, the Jamaican people doing the wave. And it would come around
That's hot.
all the
That
way
is
to
hot.
us, bro. And I'm sitting there like, yo,
That's
this is
That's that
live,
good
bro.
energy, bro. That's that good energy.
Exactly. I'm talking about, you got Olympians there running because they're in the pro team. You got literally like Olympians standing 5-10 feet away from you, getting ready, warming up, and all that. You just sitting there like, yo.
Like, yo, if
Speaking of
they here, I
Olympians-
could be here. Like,
Speaking of Olympians, we will get to the Olympics later because we got something to talk about with that.
Oh, yeah.
They shut that whole joint down.
oh yeah, yeah.
Shut that whole joint down. But
Yeah.
But no, speaking on track though, I'm not gonna lie. After high school, I was like, all right, I should have did it, but I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't do it though, cause I was always hear stories like how people would throw up after workouts and all that, and that just wasn't me. I'm like,
Yeah, bro. Track
That's
practice.
nice.
So it's a whole nother level. Like, I feel like the two hardest sports that have like the hardest practices are most definitely wrestling and track and field. Is with wrestling, it's a lot of technique, but then it's also like a lot of conditioning because they gotta maintain their weight, they gotta lose weight, they gotta cut weight, they gotta do a whole bunch of stuff
Right.
to make sure they're ready for the match. Like, they gotta stay at a certain weight. Like, they can't go above that weight, they can't go below that weight. They have to stay at that weight. That's their weight class.
Right.
And for track and field, it's running. Like, you may think, oh, it's running. Like, that's not hard. I can run all. No, bro. Like, this track and field is like 80 to 90% mental. Like, if you don't have mental toughness in the heart, track and field is not for you.
Facts.
Like,
no, I feel that.
and like, as a track runner, I know a lot of us say this, like, oh man, I hate track, man, I hate this sport, I can't do it. Bro, it's all lies, bro. We all love track and field, but like, we just tell ourselves we hate it because of the workouts.
So when you was doing track, you would say you had a passion for it.
Yeah, bro, I
Like,
love
that was
track.
So like another thing, like I also heard if you miss like a practice or two, you'll be like out of shape. Kind
Yeah,
of.
bro. You
Is
gotta,
that true?
track and field, bro, you gotta stay in shape. It's hard. Like, it's hard. Like, one day you can run this, the next day you run something else.
Yeah.
Like, track and field is not like, oh, I run this time and I'm gonna keep running this time.
Right.
Like, nah. If you don't stay up on that, you're not gonna keep running that time. You gotta practice. You gotta condition. You gotta go hit the weight room.
That's
Like, a lot of people
right.
see track and field like, oh, they don't work out. Like, yeah, we work out. We gotta hit the weight room too.
Yeah, that
Strong
is true.
legs.
Because I always heard like, yeah, if you miss a practice or two, you'll be out of shape.
Yeah, bro. You gotta work. It's a lot of muscles you gotta work out on track. You got the explosive twitch muscles you gotta work out. Gotta work out your hamstrings. Gotta work out your quads, your calves, your lower back, your shoulders, bro. It's a lot of science to it in biology and all that, bro.
That's
Make sure
true.
you stretch.
That is
Get
true.
that stretching.
Because
Yeah.
man, you could go into football, be like 300 pounds, and still be the best.
You'll be beats.
Right.
Exactly.
Fucking crazy.
Track, you be 300 pounds. I pray for you, Price.
You
I
at the
pray for you.
back.
Yeah, it ain't no talent in track. It's all hard work.
Nah, I feel that though, for real. Man,
That's that passion though. Like if you got a passion for something, you can
put your mind to it.
definitely go beyond your limits. I mean,
Yeah.
like that goes with anything, bro. Sports, entertainment, like
Is that like Dragon Ball? I mean, my man
Oh,
is
yeah.
Goku, man. My man love
yeah.
like. I mean, I know it's an anime, it's a cartoon, but my man's this man love fighting. Hey, he, bro, it don't matter what happens, bro. He be getting his ass whooped,
and he
and
enjoyed
and
it
he come back and learn a new power
Right.
up just from getting his ass whooped.
with
Like,
excitement,
bro.
bro.
What?
Like,
Like he be hyped. Like, yeah, I just got my ass whooped, but that's cool. I'm about to whoop your ass now.
bro, how you get your ass whooped with a smile on your
Yeah,
face,
big,
ready
bro.
for the next fight,
Like,
bro?
like, that's
what,
crazy.
bro? I'm not trying to fight no more after that.
My man be damn near ready to die, and he be happy about it.
Yeah, I saw that video. There's one video of him. I don't know. It was like an old season though, but like, I guess he was training.
Mm.
He started taking off his shoes, and the boy he had like a eye right here.
Oh,
Oh, you talking about Tien?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he watching him. He like, yo, what you doing? Like, what the fuck you taking your shoes off for?
Yeah.
He taking his shoes off, taking it. Oh yeah, I feel way lighter now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what?
That's them weights, bro. If you
Yeah.
ever peep hardcore bodybuilders, people who really into that shit, they'll have like weighted clothes on, bro, like wristbands.
Yeah.
I know y'all know about that shit.
No, but
Weighted
wristbands.
clothing is good for working out, bro.
I know at
Yeah.
that point Goku was about
Take
to
that
whip
shit
his
off,
ass.
you getting back, boy.
I know Goku was
you
about to,
getting back.
Goku was about to whip his ass at that point. When I saw
Yeah,
that, I
bro.
said, oh shit.
Bro, talk.
Goku's a cannon, bro. That man's a
Absolutely.
beast.
Absolutely.
Definitely one of my favorite animes of all time. Just Dragon
Hell
Ball
yeah.
in general.
I gotta
That's
get
a
back.
classic.
I gotta get back
Absolute
with
classic.
that.
Top of the list.
I ain't watched
Underrated, too.
anime since I was like 10, 11, 12.
We gotta get back into it, bro.
Yeah.
I think people really be hating on that shit. And it's like, I saw this one the other day, right? Somebody was like, and this is no disrespect to nobody, but they be like, bitches be watching people on YouTube eating food, but call anime weird.
Bro,
John said that the other
And
day.
I said that the other day, bro.
I be like,
That's facts.
bro,
He said that
That's
to Maya.
facts, bro.
I forgot what happened, but he was like, you be watching people eat
Oh,
on
yeah,
YouTube.
because Maya she was joining me and Dad because we was showing our anime background for our
Oh,
background
yeah,
for everything.
yeah.
She's like, oh, we're nerds. And I'm like, man, you watch people on YouTube eat. Like,
Right.
get out of here.
Like, what the fuck, man?
I mean, like, but nah, like, that's on that topic, like, it's crazy because growing up where I grew up, you know, West Philly and all that, back then, if you was to watch anime, you was weird.
Real
Like,
shit.
people would crucify you
Oh,
for
yeah,
watching
real
anime.
shit.
Oh, boy, where you know, like
You
Naruto
fucking
and all
nerd,
that.
bro.
Exactly. Nowadays, this era, this little generation, we all watch
All
anime.
watch it, bro. I
Anime
don't
is
know
popular.
no little kid that don't know about anime, bro.
Bro, you got My Arrow, you got Demon Slayer, you got Dragon Ball, Naruto, all that, bro.
All of it.
Man,
No, it
Shit
is
that you probably
crazy.
would never even hear of. They watch it.
I think you're right. Like the people you're around, like influence, because when I went to like high school, nobody watched that shit. So I'm like, man, if I watch it, they gonna think I'm weird. or something.
You know why? Because everybody busy trying to be the same nigga, bro.
yeah, man.
Everybody afraid to be themselves because they trying to be.
They trying to fit in.
They trying to fit in. They trying to be the image of the cool
Oh, yeah.
person, bro.
Yeah.
Be
Like,
you.
nah, bro. I'll probably watch anime.
Right.
Bro, I got my background for my phone is an anime.
Hello,
bro.
my John Piccolo.
You mean? Like,
That's
hey,
my
That ain't-
boy.
I'm gonna say that ain't Piccolo. That's the boy from
No, that's what
SpongeBob.
I'm talking about. My home screen, bro.
yo,
that's Piccolo.
Yo, if Piccolo wasn't what's it called, a Namekian, he'd probably be black.
He'd be a fucking. He'd be a dark skinned nigga, bro.
Bro, Piccolo would definitely
Piccolo
be a
be
nigga,
a
bro.
dark skin, bro.
Piccolo, you
On
mean?
mommies. Piccolo be fucking
Bro, that's
dark skin.
crazy.
On mommies.
On mommies, bro.
On mommies, bro.
On fucking mommies. He get treated like a black person, bro. He ain't even black. He green. He get treated like a black
But
person.
he got a black person facial structure,
Right.
bro.
He def do.
Mm.
Stick to his soap.
His attitude, yeah, bro.
Piccolo.
Bro, Piccolo, that one boy that be in the club just chilling in the cut, waiting for shit to pop.
Exactly. Exactly.
Bro, it don't matter where this man at. He always got his arms folded, laid
Always.
back on something, bro. Like, bro.
And he ready, bro. he not afraid. Like Piccolo, he
Bro,
with
he
that
won't
shit.
smoke, bro.
He an
All the
underrated
time.
character. Low key, my favorite character in Dragon Ball, bro.
Yeah, bro, I love Piccolo, bro.
Piccolo underrated as fuck.
But me, I tend to fall for like the main characters. I love the main characters, bro. The main protagonists and all that, bro. That's
Cause they the ones that get the flex.
exactly. They get the most screen time,
They
so
the ones that get the
I'm more
flex.
attracted to them. Like I say, like the only, yeah, like the only character that I wouldn't on the anime that I would say that's not really protagonist, but I really like is probably Killua off Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if y'all know that,
Yeah,
but it's a bro. You should look into that. Dude. That's
the boy that was lightning.
Yeah, the boy with the white hair, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Killua is a demon. I mean, he is a protagonist, but he's not really the main character. Like
He like the
Gon
secondary
is.
main
Yeah.
character, something like that.
He's like a side main character, like Vegeta is to Goku.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Cause we just started getting, well, Dev watched it a long time ago, but he just started getting back into Avatar.
Yo, bro, Avatar.
And, yo, I forgot how
And
tough.
it's not technically an anime because it's a
Man,
Western
that anime
cartoon,
is
bro.
lit.
Avatar slept. Like, you can't talk about a good cartoon without
I
talking
forgot
about
how good
Avatar,
that was.
bro. Avatar got, like, hands down the best
To me,
like
it's-
storyline that any
Oh, yeah.
show they ever had on like cartoon, not even Cartoon Network because it was on Nick, but just like TV in general, like it's real underrated.
No, yeah, I totally forgot how good it was. Like, I sat down here and watched season 1 in one day,
Oh yeah,
and I felt like a little kid again.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like 4 chapters, right?
Going
Yeah,
back
it's
to-
3.
Going back
It's
to
3,
you.
yes.
It's 3.
Yeah, and then you got Legend of Korra. She got like 3 or 4 seasons.
I always thought it was 4.
I thought it was 4 too.
Yeah, because I know it's like you sure, bro? 'Cause I know
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
yeah,
like
I pulled up on the
every,
Fire Stick.
Cause each chapter's like Earth. Is the first one's like air, and then it's
Air,
like
I
water.
think the first one's air, yeah. Then it's water.
It's like
then
earth
then
and fire. Yeah,
Yeah, because then they must be missing something.
they probably.
probably
Yeah,
is.
I'm about to check that jump right now.
Cause-
I'm pretty sure it's 4 seasons.
Because when I pulled it up, it only came up as 3. Like you said, it was water, the first one.
Yeah.
Second was fire, I think.
Second was 5.
No, second was earth, I think.
Okay.
And then it was either second or third.
Second, I think
Second was
Earth.
fire.
I think second was Earth.
Yeah, it's like 61 episodes. Hold on. Dang.
Right, Avatar slap.
I know
Right.
2, like one of them was earth, and then the other one was probably fire.
Yeah, bro, you're right. It's 3 seasons.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's water, earth, and fire.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, bro, I don't know why I thought air. The man already knew air.
Real
He is
talk.
an airbender.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So we're gonna cut
Yeah,
that
you're
out
right.
right there.
Yeah.
It's still slap.
First season water, second season earth, last season fire.
Gotcha. My
Yeah.
fault.
20 episodes for water, 20 episodes
See what
for
I mean?
earth, 21 for fire.
And they all slap,
Bro, each episode, bro.
Each
Each season, bro.
That's what I mean. I'm on season 2 now.
Bro, the
I'm
character
finished.
development in that show is like no other, bro.
Zuko, he went from being a fucking clown, bro.
Yeah.
Zuko was holding every L he could get, bro. They was serving him up every episode.
I like his sister, yo.
Yeah, I was
She's
just
tough.
what I was just talking about.
I missed that episode. Remember you watched
Yeah,
it?
bro, they was mixing Earth Kingdom. They getting it in. Azula holding it down by herself against Aang, Sokka, Katara. What? One person, bro?
Bro, that lightning bending, bro, that's
Hell
tough,
yeah.
bro. What?
What?
If I can lightning bend, bro, you crazy. Call me Black Lightning.
Bro, what you talking about, bro? Lightning bending was clean.
Nah, like, I'd probably choose between, like, it's funny because, like, each element, they got their own, like, sub elements that they can do.
Yeah.
Like, water, you can blood bend.
Right.
Earth, you can, like,
Metal bend.
You could bend metal and minerals. Like, that's tough. Fire, you can do lightning bend. Like, that's
That
crazy.
shit was
Like, it's not
hella
only
clean.
just fire and for fire, and it's not just earth for earth, and it's not just the water for wood. Like,
That's what made it unique,
you know
bro.
what I mean? That's tough.
That's
Like,
what made certain characters
Exactly.
like real heat. That show was real.
Alright. Now since we on anime, right? I don't really watch a lot, but give me your top 5.
Top 5.
Good, nigga. You got that.
What a list. What a list.
Top 5.
Alright, top 5. Alright, I grew up on most of these, but the top 2 I got into like recently, right? Number 5 gotta be Bleach. Bleach is like super clean. Low key, all of these are real close because I really fuck with all 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But Bleach is real clean. Like, I fuck with the characters, the powers. Ichigo is the main character, if y'all don't know.
Yeah, I know Ichigo.
he clean because Ichigo got like everything inside. Like the world of Bleach is like mixed up of a lot of different powers, but like Ichigo got everything in him. Like he got every type of like he a Soul Reaper. That's like the main type of like good guy, right? Then he a human because his pop and his mom got like human elements. Like they both human, but they got different shit.
Right.
So he like Soul Reaper, human. Like he got everything. Like you learn more about the characters as the story go on. And he find out like he got everything inside of him. That's what makes him dope, cause he got a mix of everything. So he used all them powers. Is real clean. And then the other characters too. Like Bleach has got a lot of like underrated like.
Alright. So where would you put Bleach on your top 5? One to 5.
It's number 5.
Alright.
Bleach is
number 4.
Number 4. This is a hard list, bro. Number 4 is probably Attack on Titan.
That's my
Attack
shit,
on
bro.
Titan. Low
Attack
key,
on
bro.
Titan, bro.
Attack on Titan had me wrapped around his finger when I first started watching it, and it's a fucked up show.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
If you're not into that shit, bro, like it get real bloody, it get real fucked up, and I know a lot of people don't really like that shit because I didn't like that shit at first.
I love that
Like
shit, bro.
when I first saw a clip of Attack on Titan, I said I am never watching that shit. That's not for me. But I started reading the manga too. That's what really got me into it, bro. Because the anime took a long break until they made another season.
Yeah, because I remember watching like the first season
Yeah.
back in like 2015, 2016, and like I just found out there was 2 more seasons like last year. I'm like, bro,
And them
what?
ones came out of nowhere.
Like, when did these drop? I didn't even
Right.
know they dropped the next 2 seasons.
And I give them credit too, because when they came back, like the quality was still there. Like with the episodes,
the
like,
animation,
the animation was clean, like crisp. Like you couldn't tell me Attack on Titan wasn't the cleanest joint when it came
I
out.
mean, shout out to Captain Levi.
Kevin Levi, hello. Attack on Titan, real slight. And like I said, like it's a bloody show, but the story is worth it. Like if you want a complex theme, like something that you would never expect. Low key, if they ever had Attack on Titan type shit on like real TV, bro, it would have everybody losing their mind. Everybody, but stuff like that ain't gonna put on TV. It's cool. But Attack on Titan is definitely number 4. Definitely number 4.
Alright. Number 3.
Number 3, Naruto.
Hey,
Naruto
Naruto,
number
my
3,
boy.
bro. Naruto number 3, because Naruto got a lot of fucking depth, bro. Like, everything about that show is, like, culminated so well. Like, you can relate to so many characters in Naruto, but at the same time, be like, they really mixing. Like, Naruto got low-key the best fights.
Bro,
like,
the
in
fight
anime,
scenes, bro, that, what?
Naruto be slapping, and you will never like how do I say this? You will never like not really see the same type of stuff in other anime, but Naruto's just unique because they do ninjas like the best out of any show. Like you got Sasuke, Kakashi, of course Naruto, he the main character. We won't talk about Sakura, push her to the side. But we got all the other characters though, like the Akatsuki, the main villains, like they slap because they intimidate, and like you got the backstories of most characters are just so like heavy, like it's deep, but at the same time relatable, and then on the same time it's like dope as shit because the way the characters bounce back, like Naruto real dope. It's real dope. Like if you ever watch Naruto, you know what I'm talking about, because like you can just it is dope, bro. Like some people prefer Naruto to Shippuden. I prefer Shippuden only because they get crazy in that show.
Yeah, Shippuden is really sad.
Shippuden get crazy. It's the continuation of the original, but they both real dope shows. So Naruto, that's number 3.
Alright, so yeah, 1 and 2. Top 2 now.
This is a hard list, bro. A hard ass list. Top 2. Alright, they kind of like tied because I really mess with both of them and I can't put one over the other. Obviously, one of them is Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z gotta be either 1 or 2. And it's hard to say which one is gonna be because Dragon Ball Z got everything you could ever want. Like, it got the best fights, it got the dopest characters, like the best powers, bro. What? Dragon Ball Z Slave, you already know about that. But the other one is definitely, like, really underrated. It's called Berserk.
I heard of Berserk.
Have you
Yeah, I heard of
Berserk?
Berserk. Berserk is good.
Is great, bro. When I tell you, the best, and I mean like the hands down best, bro, is unparalleled. Like the story is clean, the characters are clean, it's great. I'm not even gonna say a lot about it because I'm hoping whoever hear this, y'all know something about it and y'all like get into it. Y'all start reading it or start watching it. However y'all do it, it's clean. Like it's gonna have y'all thinking. It's the dopest joint out. But
That's your
real
top five.
underrated. That's my top 5, bro. Dragon Ball Z and Berserk, they can go both ways out of 1 or 2. But
All right, bro.
That's
All right, John.
Me, shit.
Top 5, man.
Like it's really hard for me because I watch like a lot of anime, but I'm gonna give you some that didn't make the list first. You know I got Crunchyroll, so I'm gonna put some stuff out there. I'm gonna give like 3 that didn't make the list, but I like to watch. First I'm gonna go with Dr. Stone.
okay,
Dr.
yeah,
Stone. That's new gen. These 3 that didn't make the list are all new gen anime. So Dr. Stone, Fire Force, and probably Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, all 3 good anime. I recommend them to anybody. Like if you're not in the anime but you want to venture into it, I give a look into those 3 anime I just listed. But now to start with my top 5 list, I'll probably say with number 5, I'll probably say Kuroko no Basketball.
okay.
Like it's a good, not even good, it's an amazing anime.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really into sports anime, so like with that being said, this is like the first sports anime I ever watched.
Got you.
So like when I first watched it, I'm like, oh, this is good.
Thanks.
And they how anime likes to mix their little superpowers into their shows and everything.
Yeah.
But it's not really a superpower. And like me liking basketball, seeing the stuff that they're doing in the anime, it's tough. Like the main character, his name is Kuroko. And like he not like, I wouldn't say talented, but like when you look at him, he like an average basketball player. But this man is he's like a Rondo, Magic Johnson, CP3 on the court. Like it's
Facts,
crazy, bro. Like he's
Facts.
not a scorer.
Facts.
Like the man can't shoot, he can't make layups, but this man can pass.
Got you.
Like they got this thing that they called misdirection. So like players on the court, because he's such an average player, like he's not noticeable. Players don't see him on the court. So like I could be making a pass to you, and because the defensive person can't see him, he'll come by and like misdirect the pass into like a alley oop into like an open basket or something. Like it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And like he came from like, he might be like freshman, because like Japan, they do high school differently. So he's like a freshman. And what's it called? In the middle school, it's this thing called like the miracle, the generation of miracles.
Yeah.
And each player from the generation of miracles, they tough. Like bro, they got the one bull with like, he got purple hair. I'm not gonna say all their names because like people won't know who they are unless they watch the show. But there's one kid with purple hair. It's like 7 foot tall, bro. Like he like a defensive monster. Like no bucket can be scored on him. And like when he get mad, my man he's like a powerhouse on offense. He's like a powerhouse on offense.
It's crazy.
And then they got another bull, and he got like this thing called like snake eyes or something like that, bro. And like he can't be guarded. He like the point guard. Like he can't be guarded.
Yeah.
Like he'll like activate his eyes, and like he'll predict every single one of your moves before it actually happens. And he'll cross you up and then score. Then score, bro. Like just he'll see it. Like the one bull,
right
the one bull was guarding. He said, side to side. Bull was still up. He brought it right back. Bull dropped. He came back again, did it one more time. Bull finally fell. He laid it up. I said, yo.
Broken ankles.
Bro, the animation in the show is crazy, bro. Like, and the other people in the Generation of Miracles, bro, powerhouses. You like this one boy that can shoot threes from anywhere.
Anywhere, bro.
Like, when I say like anywhere, bro, I mean like anywhere on the court. Like my man could be at the other 3-point line. His bucket all the way down there, and he'll shoot it and knock it down. Like And then he shoot high. Like he got a high arc in his shot. That's why he can make any shot. Like and it's unguardable. Like unguardable.
So that was what, 5 or 4?
That's 5, bro.
Number 4.
Number 4. Sheesh.
We dropped.
I feel like if I gave y'all top 10, y'all probably would.
Bro, this
top
could
5.
take top 10 would have took a long. I probably couldn't even think.
Give you a
about
top 10, yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. Top 5.
it. Top 5 is enough.
Number 4, I'm gonna go with Hunter Hunter.
Yes.
Hunter Hunter, my boy Ghani Killua, and the Phantom Troop, and the Chimera Ant Art.
Dropping gems on your head, bro.
Hunter Hunter. I think it first came out like in like the 90s, around like 97, 98, or 99. Yeah, around that time. And like they had like a show already, but then they redid the show.
Gotcha.
So I never got to watch the old version of the show.
Yeah.
So when I watched the new version, I literally binge watched it. Like I just finished Hunter x Hunter like last fall. Like I binge watched it for a week, like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Watched the whole. I watched all arcs, every single episode, and I fell in love with it. Like it's about like a 12-year-old named Gon looking for his dad, and like his dad like supposed to be like the strongest Nen user in the world. So like Nen, it's like energy. It's your energy.
Gotcha.
And like it's different types of energy. Like you got like specialists. I think you can do like conjuring. Nah, it's not conjuring. It's like it's 6 categories for Nen users, and like each ability is like its own thing.
Gotcha.
And it's like, bro, it's
98, by the way.
I saw it came out 98. I was around that time. But like, yeah, it's a good show. I'm not really gonna go into detail about it, but I'm just throwing it out there. Like, that's number 4 on my list.
Just to let y'all know,
You
I'm
give
not
it
trying
your
to cut them
game
off,
too.
but we could talk about this joint for hours, bro. Like we could really.
That's why I always said
Yeah,
top
be
5.
spitting for hours. So
Yeah, like
It's a
Hunter
lot
x
to
Hunter, number 4. Number 3, I'm gonna go Attack on Titan.
yes, sir.
Attack on Titan had to make my top 5 list because like it's crazy. Like it's a couple conspiracy theories about it. Like with the Nazis. I'm not gonna go into it too much because you never watched the show. But if you watch the show, you could definitely see how it relates to Nazis. Like, bro, it's an amazing show, bro. I definitely recommend it to anybody that wants to get into anime. That's another anime that I recommend. I recommend all anime actually, but like I definitely recommend Attack on Titan. It's superb, bro. It's crazy.
That's 3.
Top
2.
Top 2. Ooh.
Here we go.
All right. Well, I got 2 for number 2.
Okay. Yes.
These is for the first one in the number 2 slot. I'm gonna go with Naruto, and I'm talking about Naruto as the whole series. So Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Naruto's like the first anime that put me on to every other anime.
Thanks,
So that's like the grandfather anime for me because that's what really got me into anime. And I'm gonna say Dragon Ball, meaning like all Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball Z, Kai, GT, Super, even canon and non-canon. Dragon Ball it's that shit, bro. Like Dragon Ball, it's Dragon Ball. Who doesn't love Dragon Ball? So Naruto and Dragon Ball are both in that number 2 spot. Like I can't pick between those 2, but they both deserve to be in my top 5, along with the other animes that.
So like 2A, 2B.
Yeah.
Got you.
Number 1.
Number 1.
A lot of people gonna hate me for this if they hear about it, but I'm gonna say, what you think I'm gonna say?
They giving y'all a game too.
Wait, what you think I'm gonna say?
One Piece.
Nah, I've never
Yo,
watched
I was waiting for one of y'all to say that.
Bro, One Piece is like my honorable mention because I just started trying to get into it. It's a long show.
Yeah, bro. I'm not watching One Piece, bro.
I'm sorry. I don't blame you.
I won't watch One Piece, bro. It's like 930 episodes in it, bro.
Dang.
Don't
And
get me wrong.
It's it
It's
is.
just long.
But I never watched an episode a day in my life, so for me to sit there and try to go through 930 episodes,
Right.
I'm gonna be watching it till next year or something like that. and you know, this episode's gonna be coming out every week, so
For real.
I'm gonna be playing
Just
catch
go
up
on.
the whole time, and I don't got time for that.
One Piece is heat.
No, not at all.
But nah, number 1 is most definitely Black Clover. A lot of people don't like Black Clover, but I love Black
not watch
Clover.
Black Clover.
Most definitely my favorite anime all the time. Black Clover. A lot of people like to say it's like Naruto, and that's why I got it as number one because Naruto's the anime that put me on all other animes. The main character name is Asta, and he's like it's in a world full of mana, which is magic, and like he doesn't have magic. He has no magic at all, and it's like they get what's it called? What's the books called? Well, they get these.
I got you. Grimoires.
Yeah, they get
Something like
grimoires.
that.
They get grimoires, and like each grimoire has like clovers on it, and like with the grimoire with 4 clovers on it, that's like the best, and the grimoire with 5 clovers on it means it's a demon inside the grimoire, and Asa has a 5-leaf grimoire,
Needless to say.
which means he has a demon in his. And I'm gonna spoil a little bit of it. He has like this form called like the black form or demon form, and it's like it's tough. It reminds me of Naruto with the 9 tails.
Yes, sir.
And like I like that form because like if you ever watch anime and you see like characters rage out, it'd be some of the best fight scenes when the characters are in rage, bro.
See, all
Like
the time.
it's like serious damage output, which is like crazy. That's why I like it.
Every show we mentioned had a character like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every show we mentioned got a character
Hunter
like
x Hunter, Attack on
that.
Titan.
That go like berserk, bro, like crazy as
Like when Gon went berserk, bro. Bro, that joint is crazy. My man, when he went berserk and he did that, what's it called? He made that deal. Bro, he was the strongest Nen user in the world. They said he was the strongest the Chimera Ant, which was the strongest Nen user in the world at the time.
Couldn't touch him.
Bro, he was only 12 years old, bro.
Yeah.
What he did was he forced his body to get older. Bro, like this man was a beast,
Came out swinging.
bro.
Bro, they just give y'all top 5 list. They give y'all 10 shows to watch.
Yeah, bro.
10.
And they all slept.
10, bro.
I definitely recommend those shows.
It's a website called, what is it? Crunchyroll, right?
Crunchyroll, yeah, Crunchyroll. I got a subscription, so if y'all want to watch anime, hit me up.
And
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.com.
Is that sponsored?
Ads or not. You know,
Yeah, Crunchyroll. I'm gonna need that sponsor.
You want to need that sponsor?
we need that sponsor for real.
Yeah.
We just shot that up.
If anybody need it, man, just hit me up. I'll slide you on the pants for you. I don't really mind sharing the account. Yeah, bro, because that premium subscription, man, I'm not trying to wait to watch the newest episode out. So I'm gonna pay that like $8, $9 a month. That ain't nothing. That's cake work.
What's up?
Alright, translating from the anime, you was talking about the Olympics.
Right, the Olympics.
Oh,
Now, what was you?
This is, and I'm pretty sure y'all have heard about it, right? This is like real big news, bro. Like the 2020 Olympics, and I believe it was being held in Japan.
yeah, Tokyo.
The stadium was empty because of this virus, bro. That
What
hits-
you mean?
Bro, there's
You talking about when they was lighting up the,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody in the state, like, I don't think that's ever happened before. Like, where there was just no, like, imagine,
Nah,
and I'm not an athlete, but John has done track. You you're
Most,
just
yeah,
a
some sports,
sportsman.
yeah.
So, imagine playing a sport, and this is your passion. This is what you've been doing your whole life.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be on a world stage to have nobody there. The crowd empty. There's no one there. You basically doing it around no one besides competitors, coaches. I can't talk about an environment like that because I've never been in an environment like that. But
Yeah.
how would it affect y'all?
Well, I
as
would say
players?
this. Imagine you're in a video game league, right?
Yeah.
And you know y'all play video games, big crowd, right?
Yeah.
But out of nowhere, y'all just get there because of this virus, and it's just you and a competitor in this big stage.
Yeah, bro. That's.
I'm
I mean, like.
I'm leaving.
I mean, it's not like it's canceled or
To
anything.
leave.
Cause I got an update. It's postponed it to
Next year,
2021.
yeah.
But like that's
First
They
time
said-
that's ever happened.
When I read it, it said the latest next year, 2020.
like that's corny.
I
How you gonna?
I don't think this is the first time it happened. I think it's the
Mhm.
first time it happened in the world that we live in. Like, with the social media world and all that. Like, this is the first time we all seeing it, you know, like this.
Right.
You know, and like you said, as an athlete, I mean, to me, I'm the type of athlete. It could be one person or a million people. I want to still play.
You still playing? Yeah.
Like,
I understand that.
That's kind of hard, man.
because I'm like, to me, it's like I want to play.
Right. Like,
I don't care
the
about
other stuff.
none of that.
You want to play.
I want to play.
You came to play.
No, I get what you're saying, bro. No, I get that, but like, I feel as though like, if I work that hard to put myself in that position, I should at least have the crowd.
You're right.
Like the crowd is like motivation for me. Like
Exactly.
it's
I feel
like
you.
it's like, oh, I made it.
Yeah.
Like I'm in front of everybody. Like it's something to feel proud about. Like, cause like I ran at regular track meets with just my competitors and like my classmates there. Like, okay, that's cool. It's a regular meet.
And you proved
I
it.
feel like for an event like that, it deserves the attention.
No, you're
Yeah.
right. And, yeah.
Something big like that can just have just like people running there and the coaches. Like, I mean, it's corny.
Nah, I
Like,
feel you. It's not like just a high school
yeah,
game.
it's not like a regular meet.
It's
I
the
mean,
Olympics.
Exactly.
Where
It's world
everybody in the
stage.
world come together and watch it.
Exactly. You got all countries competing to get a gold medal.
No, but it also speaks how crazy the service is.
You know?
So,
And like
Right.
track with the Olympics, track and field is like the biggest thing for the Olympics. Like during the Olympics, you got basketball, you got tennis, you got all that other stuff.
that's what I get
But-
excited for. I get excited for the track.
Like exactly, that's like that for track runners. That's the biggest thing for them. Like basketball and tennis, they got all these leagues and all these championships that they have, but you gotta think track is like smaller than all of that. Like track runners, they get noticed, you know, they get mentioned and all that, but they don't get that much attention as other sports.
Right.
So when it's time for the Olympics, it's the biggest thing out there. The spotlight is
Right.
really on track and field. That's where
Right.
people come in
And
and
so
watch.
when you take that away, it's like,
It's
Same thing
meaningless.
with gymnastics.
Yeah.
Same thing with gymnastics, bro. Like, for the competitors, like, they don't get as much recognition in other, like, types of events as they would in, like, the Olympics and whatnot.
No.
They-
no,
they
but
don't.
yeah, it's great. Now, speaking of this virus, right? Going a little bit off key, right?
Yeah.
How would you feel? You already. How would you feel if you go to school with hand sanitizer
Yeah.
and they? I think I know where I'm going with this.
Yes,
but
we do.
You charge kids squirts, and they suspend you.
What you say, capitalism, bro?
Hey,
At
bro.
the fighters.
Bro, you gotta make that brand, bro. What you mean?
Yo, they tried to. Bro.
They suspended him for charging. Now I don't know how much it was. Probably, what, $1 maybe,
It could.
50 cent.
I know
something.
if I was him, I'd be charging 10 bones, bro. From one
I don't know
square.
about squirt,
Bro, I'm getting 10
Bro, I'm
bones. from
taxing,
one
bro.
square, bro.
Wait,
taxing.
Imagine that though. Like a kid getting suspended from school
Screw that. I'm signing you
For-
up for a premium membership.
for charging kids for
Right,
squirts, right?
Bro, I'm gonna need all that,
I'm
bro.
gonna need
I'm
all of
taxing
that,
on
bro.
that hand sanitizer. You
I'm gonna need your
tripping,
bank
bro.
account information.
I'm selling bars of soap and all of that. You tripping. Bro, you say you need a water bottle, bro. I got you. Bro, like a
Talk.
stack out my bag. Bro, what you got? What you need? I got Fiji, I got Smart Water, I got Voss, I got it all. Oh my God, what you need?
What you say, toilet paper out in the market?
Exactly, bro.
I
I
got
got
you.
you. Bro, slide to the crib, bro. I got you.
Slide to the crib.
It's ready to be a little mini store in my kitchen. Like, bro, I got you, bro.
Bro, that's
Right in my locker room, huh?
That's a straight up
Yeah.
business, bro.
No, but it's crazy though. How he got suspended.
Man, we young
It is
entrepreneurs,
crazy,
bro.
bro.
They
They
don't,
don't like.
they don't like to see us winning, bro.
They did young boy dirty, but it's cool. He at home chilling.
Bro, they don't want to see us winning, bro.
Do they want
The
the kids
government.
to get sick? Where did this happen at? I want to know.
Yeah, we definitely gotta figure that out because that's important. Like wherever it was,
Yeah,
let,
gotta
let,
look
let,
that up,
let
bro.
that be a Philly school, bro.
No, that can't be,
Bro,
bro.
that's a Philly school, but they not having it, bro.
Let that be a Philly school.
That ain't Philly. Nah.
Bro, they gotta be somewhere else,
You
bro.
found it.
Oh,
It
here we
didn't
go.
matter if they suspended him
It
everywhere.
says UK, so it happened in England.
The UK, bro, what?
I did not.
He was 13, bro. He
I thought it was in the U.S.
bought a tub of hand wash from the grocery store for $2.
Yeah, he from the UK. Where do we call a hand wash?
I don't know.
Bro, they call hand sanitizer hand wash?
I guess so.
So,
That's what they
bro,
said.
it says he
Bro,
was-
bro. That's
No
definitely
disrespect to the
nuts.
UK, but like,
He said,
Come on now.
so on the playground, he was selling squirts for 50 pence. That's 65 cents over here. So he was charging 65 cents
That's a deal.
for squirts.
See,
my man's making.
And he bought it for $2.
he was a good young boy, bro. Because I'd have been charging them $10.
Bro, I'd have been taxing on that.
They'd have
hand
been
sanitizer,
running my
bro.
joint. What?
They'd have had to have a reason to lock me up, bro.
He was on 13.
Bro, I'd have had a stack in my pocket.
Young
if I
boy,
was
he
him,
was a
bro.
young entrepreneur. Yo, I hope when this virus end, bro, I hope he make a good living, bro.
He probably is, bro.
Young boy on his way.
Locked up, they won't what?
Right. They he gonna have a class reunion, bro. He gonna come in there talking about something. What's up now? I'm a billionaire. Y'all still need that hand sanitizer?
Nope.
What?
I ain't giving
Like,
you that.
come on now, bro.
No, it's just crazy. The world we live in, kind of, you know. You get suspended for squirts.
I did not think they was in the UK though. I thought that was in the US.
Yeah, I thought that was in the
I thought
U.S.
that was
too.
in the
Like, I
US,
thought that
man.
was like, I wouldn't say down south, but
As
like,
soon as I heard hand wash, I'm like, nah, this ain't in the US, bro.
Can't do it like, bro.
Hand wash?
hand wash.
Nah, we don't
Bro,
call
it's
it
definitely not hand wash.
Definitely not hand wash.
Hand wash.
Ain't no soap, ain't no water, so
The
it's not
man
hand
going to the
wash.
story talking about something. Y'all got any more hand wash on the shows? I'm
Like, bro, what? Hand wash?
Hand wash.
What the hell you talking about, bro? You got a soap?
We don't sell hand wash.
Man, I was just reading. It said 50 pence.
Pence.
That's why I got confused. Reading
I thought
that,
you were
like,
about to say 50 pennies.
no pence.
I
I
need the
was
pence.
like, real talk.
50 pence, bro? That's
65 cents. over
that's
there.
my rent, bro. 65 cents, bro.
That's your rent,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm trying to stay there. It's 65 cents,
What
bro.
you got?
Bro, when you
apartment.
live, bro, when you live in the cardboard box, bro, you
Oh, no.
you got baby
Bugging,
though.
No.
Bro, that don't come with utility, light, and
Not the
everything.
box.
Bro,
No.
that don't got built-in sun and built-in cold at night.
Yeah, it's the cardboard box.
Yeah, bro,
See,
you got the heater and all
That's
that.
the summer home.
Yeah, so the summer get real hot, huh?
Exactly, bro. Bro, this man,
The puddles in the jacuzzi.
That's Mark. That's Mark.
Yeah, bro, they keep talking about some let's play basketball, man.
Today?
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
bro. Yeah.
That ball gonna be infected.
Bro, I got this shorty, bro. The shorty that I like, bro.
Yo, I was looking at that, man. I'm like, oh, he probably got the one now. Huh?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. See, some little Asian joint, bro.
Oh,
See,
snap.
bro,
Some
I
Asian persuasion.
I never know for an Asian girl, bro.
You
So
gonna
I'm
like
like,
Gilead too.
Real talk.
so I'm playing it cool, bro. And me and her was texting like last week because I was out. You know how I was out in Jersey and
Yeah.
something and all that. And I'm not gonna say her name because people
Oh, you're
in Jersey know her.
confidential, yeah.
It gotta be confidential.
Absolutely.
But like, she hit me with like, she's like, let's watch anime and chill, bro. When she said that, bro, that took my heart.
Wifey material.
I said, I looked at my phone. I said, you serious? Just stop playing with me. She said, I'm serious. We can watch anime and chill, bro. I almost broke down. I said, this the one. God better stop playing with me. This the one right here,
That's a tear, bro.
bro. And it was all good vibes, bro. Like the first day we chilled, like went to a little spot in Clayton called
Yeah.
Twinkets, like a little ice cream
Yeah.
spot. It's like a tourist spot. If you've never been to Clayton, you know people take you to Twinkets. The food there is good. I recommend it. And you know, me and her just chilling, bro. Like got food. We just chilling in her car, just talking, like. You know, you talking about
Yeah.
music taste and all that, just vibing, bro. The next day, me and her end up chilling again. We supposed to get pho. It's like, I think it's like Vietnamese food, but I never had it before. So I let her know, like, yo, you can go take me to go get some pho because I never had it. And like, she was excited about it. She's like, oh, you never had it? I'm going to take you to the best spot, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, yo, I really fuck with this girl.
Real talk.
And then we didn't end up going because, the stupid ass coronavirus shutting everything down. So I didn't get a chance to go.
Everything shut down right now, bro.
So we ended up, where we go? We went to Chick-fil-A. We ate in her car, we were just talking. Then we went to PetSmart, bro. Like what kind of stuff is that? We going to PetSmart, bro. Like, I'm talking about some cute stuff, bro. So we in the PetSmart. I'm looking at the lizards and the snakes. And one of the lady there, one of like the workers there, like, oh, you want me to bring the lizard out? I'm like, yo, y'all can do that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm talking, I got like a little mini bearded dragon just sitting in my hand,
That's
chilling, bro.
clean.
And she like, I'm like, oh, I want to touch it. I'm like, why you acting scared? It's just good times, bro. Then like, she let us hold the hamster, the rat, bro. We just
Yeah.
holding all types of animals in there, bro. I was like, yo, this is really good vibe, bro.
See,
In a time like this, a good vibe.
No, but when it get to that point where like you get to that point, that's how you know it's on. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro. When I'm talking about this is the second day we only hung out, bro.
That's what I
Just
mean, bro.
The whole time she just smile and laugh and she all cheese and
That's a
shit,
connection, bro.
I'm just
That's
like,
a
yo,
connection.
like that. I'm like, yo, this might be. It
might be.
It might be.
what Kodak say?
It's
I
funny
hope
because
so.
yeah, I hope so. It's funny because when I first let her DMs, bro, I was like, oh, you know how come. And I was like, oh, you look good, this, that, and the third. She's like, oh, thank you, but that's all you. So once she hit me with that,
Yeah, I
was
saw
like-
that. Yeah,
I said, yeah,
That's clean.
That's
bro.
the one, bro.
that's me
Happy
right there.
for you, bro. That's good.
Bro. I'm hoping nothing doesn't turn out too bad, bro. You know, I'm praying.
That's a good joint, bro.
no, for real.
It's crazy because I've been seeing like everybody like looking for what is that hashtag alone together? People been doing
For the
social
what?
media.
Quarantine chill, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Quarantine
yeah,
chill,
yeah.
like alone together. I've been seeing that joint. It's like I'm not like trying to say y'all should be going outside to meet up with a bunch of people right now because I'm gonna get sick. But still, like in this time, like you don't want to spread the virus, but at the same time, you definitely want to be around people that you like, that you fuck with.
Exactly.
No, of course.
Like that's a good job. Like I'm happy that John doing this thing because everybody like deserves something like that, bro. Everybody deserves
I
something.
don't know about y'all, but I been knew my boys gonna do his thing.
Real talk.
Yeah, I already knew that.
Absolutely.
I already knew
Absolutely. I ain't had no doubts about John, bro. I've never had doubts about
that. Yo,
John.
it's kind of story time, right? So, speaking of John, you know, I knew him since 7th, 8th grade.
Them boy days.
Now, it's funny how we kind of met.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Already laughing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So, this is way back. I think I was like
It was like 2012, 2013, in that area.
12, 13.
Yeah,
And
2012.
you remember Ronald
Yeah.
and them, they used to live down the street.
Yeah.
So, you know, I used to play with them in the uptown. And what happened? I think we saw each other. Like, they were moving they were moving in the house.
Right where they at, yeah.
So, I'm like, you know, you see new neighbors or whatever. I know me, like, when Mary moved in, I'm like, you know, I'm a chill. You know me, I'm a chill. You know, if we see each other talk, blah, blah, blah. So, out of nowhere, I'm on Facebook. And I get this message. He's like, yeah, ain't you the boy from across the street? Whoa, come on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I had to make friends, bro, for, you know.
I'm like,
bro.
yo, I'm not gonna lie. First thing came to my mind, how do you find my page?
Right. How did you find this?
Because of the area.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, link you up to people around you.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, ain't you the boy across the street? I said, yeah. And then
Ain't
I
you the boy across
don't, I don't remember what happened after that, but ever since,
Y'all been cool.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all been cool.
Yeah, he was outside playing football around. I just walked over there.
Yeah, he walked over and played,
I
bro.
remember Ronald. That boy.
Yeah, that was. I don't think about that was funny.
That is
Bro, that's funny, bro. Yeah, I said, yo. Shit, boy, look kind of familiar. He right across the street from me the
Bro,
whole time.
you can't miss Dev, bro. Light skin, fine hair.
All right, okay, we ain't going. Yeah, you can't miss me though.
I said,
Yeah,
time to
bro,
make some
bro.
friends, bro. I said, yo, first some new kid on the block. I mean, I'm not really social. I'm more antisocial than anything.
I was about to say it kind of worked
I'm
out.
very
It kind of worked out good because at the time my parents was kind of concerned that I wasn't making friends anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. You know, fuck why not?
You moved down here not too long before he did, right? How
We've been here since I was 6.
6? Okay. So you
Because I'm 19, Ty's 13.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 6 years.
That's been a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Golly, y'all been around here for a minute.
For a minute.
Yeah, though. I had to make some friends, bro. So
That's a good job,
bro.
Yeah,
Ever since then, bro, it's been cool, bro. We literally did everything together, bro.
Oh yeah,
Like, basketball, bro. It was like, what?
because and people don't remember at that time I was cool with Abdul, but he went to Valley Forge.
Right.
So, you know, I would see Abdul around the way a little bit. I would hang out with him a little bit, but
It was
he moved
right
to Valley Forge.
It's not like he was across the street from
Right.
you.
And that's when John came in.
Right.
I'm like, okay. And then Dude came back.
That's
And that was just the group, yeah.
The group, yeah.
And then when when it was a little beef on the block, it was live out here. Everybody was cool with each other, man.
Right.
We were all playing football, all just chilling, all going to
Facts.
Kirkfield, the Yaden Park, going to do something. Like, we just,
Bro, I remember wanting to come over here like every day, bro. Like, y'all was everybody. Not well. I say everybody. Y'all was cool as shit. Like, I was always trying to come over here. Like, it wasn't nobody around my way that I was cool with. I was like on the block with a bunch of old heads, no young boys
Yeah.
on the block, bro. So I used to come over here all the time and be like, yo, like I'm trying to stay. Like I fuck with everybody. And I was the quiet boy. Like, I wasn't talking. I was just chilling, like enjoying it. But I always wanted to be over here around y'all. So
Yeah, it's always good vibes, man.
exactly.
Absolutely.
You don't got to conversate and talk to anybody.
right.
Just being around
Just be
that
chilling.
energy
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
vibe
energy,
make
bro.
me feel good.
It was a good joint, bro. Like,
And then you know
and
what?
here we are.
Yeah, bro.
And here we are.
2020, man.
2020.
Years flying.
And then you know Eric, he just came a couple years ago, but he in the group too.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
Facts.
marry that guy.
Facts.
You know,
He
Man.
young ball of the group, though.
but he act way older than his age.
Yeah.
And that's why I told him that before. He just act way older than his age.
It's always good being around somebody that's like more mature than you think they are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, always.
Man. So with that being said, though, episode 1,
Man.
We Get Down podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Swervo Dev over here.
Nico J.
Showtime Swaggy, aka J Bug.
Yes, sir.
We out.